Well, I was just about to log out for the day, and I saw our friends over at MxR Plays have again been put under what appears to be, at least on the surface, unfair scrutiny. The channel has been had its monetization removed several times, and today it's unfortunate that I have to report. It looks like, it looks like basically their channel has been demonetized retroactively due to some new standard of inspection, which goes directly against what YouTube has told us. Like, here's what I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to explain it, and then I'm going to say why it's so important. What a crummy way to end a Friday. I feel so bad for them. This is what I'm talking about with creators. We live in fear. Like, unless you make cat videos, you have to live in fear of this stuff, and it sucks. It's unacceptable, and YouTube keeps telling us that they care about our mental health. How in the heck does this look? Does this look like they care about their mental health? I mean, she's crying. They're trying to figure out what the heck's going on. If you use Twitter, I'm going to have a pinned tweet that tags Team YouTube. Please be respectful, as sometimes these things happen, and YouTube does have a good history of reverting them. So if you use Twitter, please retweet that and get involved in the thread. Ask for their help politely. If you don't, share this video, or put it on Facebook or wherever wherever you're around, and try to get YouTube's attention and to spread the word. So from what it looks like today, and I haven't reached out just yet, I wanted to get this up there, is they have had a reviewer go back through videos that have already been manually approved and then demonetize them. Now, I don't think would be fair if I didn't acknowledge that they do toe the line. MxR Plays always has pretty spicy thumbnails, and they'll have something spicy in their video, but they also want to play by the rules. In my experience, they've always gone out of their way to censor stuff or cut stuff. In fact, they themselves admit that they have to upload videos multiple times to, figure out exactly what's triggering the yellow $sign. And remember, when these videos also get hit, they generally end up not getting sent out to subscribers. On top of that, so this isn't just a money issue. This is obviously a visibility issue. After all, why wouldn't YouTube want to show videos that they make money on more than the ones that they don't? And when they tell us they don't do that, I find that impossible to believe. The frustrating part about this, and this is what I want to speak to YouTube creators support, is you've told us in the past that you don't make changes. When you make changes, you don't retroactively enforce them like this in a negative manner. I'm not sure if that is always applied to monetization. Maybe that's only applied to community guidelines, and maybe that's the case here. But it appears like a single person has come through and hit every video they've had for the last several weeks, as well as a huge selection of their back catalog, and provided almost no feedback. Now, if it's the fact that they have kind of spicy thumbnails or spicy topics in their videos, these two review subreddits, they're as milk toast as it gets. I suppose I'm probably a little more milk toast, but it's not like, their content generally might be close to the line in some cases, but in my experience, the way I've interpreted it is that it never seems to cross it, and that they always seem to take it in stride if they do get demonetized. The trouble is this, and this is really just opens up a problem that I have too consistently, is that the rules are not evenly enforced. They talk about in their video how they upload videos, 3, 4, 5, 6 different cuts, different ways to see which ones, pass the test to stay monetized. And some people might say, hey, well, maybe they're mad that they're quote unquote gaming the system. But the frank reality is, this is the only way as creators we know if a video is within guidelines for the most part, because they're so difficult to tell. You have these swimsuit YouTubers that have try-on hauls that are supposedly fine, but if you show somebody in a bikini in a meme video, that's not fine. The standards are extraordinarily gray. And even I've had to do this in the past before and essentially make absolute guesses what's triggering it. I've had the same video with 10 different titles, you know, especially around, for example, certain celebrities at times when maybe they're embroiled in a controversy, a certain Jell-O salesman. Even if I'm not talking about anything specific, that always triggers it. And it's fine for CNN and Fox News and everyone else to talk about it, but heaven forbid the normies do. The core problem here, YouTube, is that this highlights the issue that your reviewers are not enforcing your own rules equally. This is something that I can attest to. I've oftentimes had videos yellow, 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 re-upload, 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 then it's green, then it's manually confirmed green, and it's fine forever, and even though I change nothing. Sometimes videos go yellow later down the line and for no reason whatsoever, and now you've removed our ability to appeal that. Now, my videos don't have a lot of legs. They're current news, so it's like less of a big issue for me. But for people that have a back catalog, this is a constant frustration where a video has already been manually approved and then somebody comes back and makes it yellow. It has happened to me, and they've been wrong about that. They'll say something about it being suggestive or this or that. It's just never been the case. In terms of MxR plays, I think you could make the argument that maybe some of their videos were too spicy, but the problem is they were already, according to them, manually approved, now manually made yellow. And you're talking about, you know, firing somebody from their job. And that's what this is. My heart goes out to, you know, obviously the two of them, and you know, it makes me scared as well. That's why, you know, it's crazy. Like, a lot of people think it's bad form when you have like a Patreon and you have a big YouTube channel. I used to think that way too. But the fact of the matter is, that is one of the only things that is consistent. That's why I have a subscribe star. Like, it's linked in my description of every video, and like I come right up to the point of like begging people to back me there, because the amount of stress that is what you're witnessing here is what I'm talking about. Like, you have to build up like a subscribe star like this or a Patreon, because you can never count on YouTube, and it shouldn't be that way. We should absolutely have clear standards. And I don't know if this was a vindictive reviewer or if something changed, but again, no communication. So Team YouTube, please, I implore you, if you do care about our mental health, and I do believe that you do, please provide some information here. If this was a mistake, please do revert it, because this is the kind of stuff that can destroy somebody mentally, because we don't have any information. You're fired essentially without cause. And this is mind-boggling how this keeps happening. I'm trying to remain calm, cool, and respectful, because I know, you know, YouTube has to employ lots of people to do their enforcement, but this is not okay. You're talking about people, you know, you just can't do this to people without proper communication. And if you're going to do it, you have to take the time to at least give them some justification. You know, the problem is that they talk about in this video, and I talk about all the time, I'm just guessing. It's a meme among my viewers, all the words that I replace other words with, like the bad guys from WW2, or like somebody that likes to, you know, kick it around the playground or stuff like that. Because I don't know. I don't know what I can say and what I can't say. And I understand that Team YouTube has this situation where if they tell us what I can and can't say, then I know, and then I'm going to purposely do it, which is fine. But the alternative is we have to guess. And when we get punished like this, it feels extraordinarily unfair. Please review this, Team YouTube. Please, if you're watching this video, get involved, share, and support. And let's get this fixed before they have, you know, the entire weekend ruined. I don't really have any happy way to end this video. Get involved, folks. Team YouTube, I know you'll make this right.